call. Gentlemen.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
181, let's go. 319. Watching that, Barney.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He leaps over him, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Jones will come now in motion right. Here's Davis now. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
They go again with Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Now Davis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's Goff now on second down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Let's go. Back there in Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long,
try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Again, it's Elliott. A strong running. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run with Davis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So the D-line's going to spread out. After the interception, here's Gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now gone. Henry's got it out on the left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw. Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They come out here in the eye. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. On the carry, it's Davis. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Now, that's a run that warms the play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch left. How do you go left? No. Check, Patriot.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Cards are going to have a 1st down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play. And it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called roast stem right or roast stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
In motion right is Jones. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what?
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Niall Davis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And that one is going to set the offense back. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Here we go. Green, 39.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A big play there on the screen pass. 34 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. On 1st and 10, gone. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And with that that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And Cooks has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a real that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Touching that, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Blue line! Watching now, Detroit! Detroit!
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Defense likely bringing pressure, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott.
Check. 3 down. Over. Check 4.
After the interception, here's Goff. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, we got 3 down. Here we go now. Fight 4. Here we go.
Elliott. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try again with Elliott. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On 2nd and 10, gone. Deep drop. He's going to let it go again. And, oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They're going to try and throw. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now.
One man on the backfield, Elliott. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out here in the eye, and they'll run it here. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they actually get more passes thrown to them, if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Hopkins, the man in motion left. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I love when a play results in a gain that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage. I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated then Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Another pistol look here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
On second down, Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and 2, gone. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So out now come the Cardinals. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. A dump off for Davis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch it now, Barney.
They go to Elliott again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going left side, it's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to...
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Hopkins, the one receiver right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. Over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On the right side, caught by Green. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.